Located in the village chambers. The trustees are located in a remote location. I'm located 2350 South 25th Avenue. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Horn.
I'm here.
Trustee Tierney.
Present.
Trustee Jones. Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Senior.
Here.
Trustee Abraham.
Yes, I'm here.
Trustee Miller.
Here.
And Madam President, we do have a quorum.
Thank you.
Can we all please stand or be seated in acknowledgement of the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge
I pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
And to
the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
Thank you all. Can we please have a moment of silence? Okay, thank you. Item 2 is public comment. Please limit to 3 minutes. I'll read this disclaimer. While the meeting is open to the public and public comments are welcomed, in light of concerns related to the spread of coronavirus disease, COVID-19, the meeting will be streaming live online, and the village strongly encourages residents and participants to submit written comments to the village clerk prior to the meeting. Persons will be allowed to make in-person comments if they so desire to. However, individuals will be brought into the meeting room one at a time, and all federal, state, and local protocols currently in place to alleviate the spread of COVID-19, including social distancing requirements, will be observed. Again, the village welcomes and encourages your participation, and thank you in advance for your interest in the village's finance and affairs. Mayor Thompson, at this time, I have received no comments or questions through the clerk's email. Do you have anyone physically present in chambers?
No, I do not.
Okay, thank you, Madam President. So we'll be moving to item 3, communications. Let's see here. I do want to mention to all residents, as we did last time, that on February 27th, right here at Village Hall on Saturday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., we will have a voter registration drive. And again, any new residents or residents that have not yet registered to vote, you can come and do so right here at Village Hall during those hours. If those hours don't meet your requirements, you can always feel free to contact me at the clerk's office here at 708-681-3600, extension 271. Also, I wanted to inform everyone that early voting starts March 22nd and runs through April 5th. You can do so either at the Bellwood Village Hall located at 3200 Washington Boulevard in Bellwood, or at the McComb Building in Maywood at Maybrook Court, Building 104. Lastly, if you have the need or want to apply for a mail-in ballot, you can do so by contacting either my office or directly to the Cook County Clerk's website. Madam President, that completes communications item 3. Moving to item 4, consideration to approve the following minutes. Minutes from the February 4th, 2021 regular board meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Been properly motioned by Trustee Senior, seconded by Trustee Tierney. Madam President, open for discussion.
Thank you. Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Trustee Tierney?
I have no comment.
Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Senior?
No comment.
Trustee Abraham?
No comment.
Trustee Miller?
Just for clarity, were the minutes sent?
Yes, Trustee, those minutes were sent late this afternoon. Due to snowfall, I did not get back into the office to get those completed, so I apologize for the late send.
Okay,
Anything else, Trustee Miller?
no.
Can I get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Horn?
Abstain.
Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
And Trustee Miller?
Abstain.
And Mayor Thompson, these carry 5-0 to pass the minutes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 5 is consideration to approve expenditures Grand total of all funds, $338,540.47.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Been properly motioned by trustee Tierney, seconded by trustee Senior. Madam President.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham of the Finance Chair, can you please read the warrant list?
Yes, Madam Mayor. First vendor, Alfred G. Ronan Limited, $4,000. AT&T, $7,872.24. Cardinal Incorporated, $23,660.54. ComEd, $3,001.08. COPS, COPS Testing Service, $2,510. Groot Incorporated, $103,444.26. Delgado Law Group, LLC, $17,598.75. Echo Clean Maintenance Incorporated, $2,504. Edwin Hancock Engineering, $64,319.31. Geno's Heating and Plumbing, $57,920. Paramedic Billing Services Incorporated, $3,407.57. TierPoint LLC, $4,244.62. Timothy J. Hicks, CPA, $6,125. Our total expenditures over 2,500 is $300,607.37. The total expenditures is $338,540.47 with a percentage of total of 89%. We do have an electronic payment for our vendor, Chase credit card, and these are payments reflecting as of January 21st, 2021 in the amount of $2,105.43. To the funds, we have ready for the funds for this Wednesday, February 10th, 2021. The general fund, $115,388.91. Garbage fund, $103,444.26. Capital project fund, $58,605.31. Water and sewage fund, $61,101.99. For the grand total of $338,540.47. That's the end of my report, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Trustee Horn?
No questions.
Thank you. Trustee Tierney?
No questions.
Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Horn,
No.
you say no?
No.
Thank you. Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
trustee Senior,
Yes.
trustee Abraham,
Yes.
trustee Miller,
Yes.
and Madam President, this carries 4-1. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Item 6 is old business. We have none. Moving to item 7, new business. A, presentation and approval of fiscal year 2019 audit.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Been properly motioned by trustee Abraham and seconded by trustee Senior. Madam President, open for discussion.
Thank you. Last week, we had the auditors, Baker and Tilly, come and do a presentation during the Finance Committee meeting. That presentation was posted on our website as well as our Facebooks and emailed to the residents for review. I'm going to ask Director Hicks or Director Hood or Budget Officer Hood if you want to give some highlights of that presentation.
Yes, good evening, everyone. So we were able to have Baker Tilly come in and go over the results of the fiscal 19 audit. Basically, we were able, fiscal year 19, we were slightly over budget based on a couple key things that happened for us in the general fund. Really, it's a timing issue of from an accounting standpoint, from an accrual method of Property taxes came in lower than expected, but they probably will be higher in fiscal 20. Because we're seeing on a cash basis that we received a lot more cash than we actually did on an accrual basis. The other highlight was that from the pension standpoint, we're making the annual required contribution, but the fire and police pensions are still in the 50 to 60% funded range. So that was a key highlight that Baker Tilly wanted to point out. And then another thing to point out, but that we was aware of was that the water fund actually came in under budget. And that was due to the capital improvement that we had with the replacing of the water meters that we anticipated. So those were the key things. Other than that, they gave us the highest form of audit opinion, which was a clean audit opinion. So that's pretty much it for the fiscal 19 audit. And fiscal 20 is underway. So we anticipate doing all the work for that and trying to get that wrapped up before the end of this fiscal year.
Thank you, Director Hicks. Trustee Horn?
I saw the video. Thank you.
Trustee Tierney?
No, I'd like to thank Director Hicks and the gentleman from, I can't remember his last name, Coles, I believe. And also Director Hood for their presentation and the answering of the questions that we had for him. That's it.
Thank you. Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Senior?
So I did get a chance to view the video, but I don't have any questions at this time.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham?
No questions, Madam Mayor. It was a well-done presentation.
Thank you. Trustee Miller?
Well, unlike everyone else, then I didn't get a chance to review the audit video. My single question is, it's 2021 and we're just completing the 2019 audit. What's the time frame for those usually to be completed? And then the second part to that question is, I know you're underway with doing the 2020 information. When should we expect that audit will start?
Fiscal 19 really just got us off track because of COVID and the audit firm not being able to come into the office and things of that sort. So that this usually done about 4 to 6 months after the fiscal year. So 180 days is really when we would want that done and completed by. So that's why we are we wrapped up fiscal 19 and we rolled right into fiscal 20 so that we can hurry up and get that one completed. There was other issues as well, that related to kind of past years that we were still trying to clean up and do all of that stuff too. So fiscal 19 was really an anomaly. So we'll get fiscal 20 wrapped up probably in about April. And then that will give us an opportunity to close the books for fiscal 21 and then start fiscal 21's audit and then be back on schedule to get the audit done within 120 to 180 days past the fiscal year.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Anything else? Trustee Miller? Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Abstain.
And Madam President, this carries 5-0. Thank you. Next on the agenda, B, a resolution authorizing and approving the execution of certain documents related to Fifth Third bank accounts for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Been properly motioned by trustee Abraham, seconded by trustee Tierney. Madam President?
Thank you. Budget Officer Hood, would you like to tell us about this resolution, please?
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm going to give you a little background here. We have banked with MB Financial for quite a while. They were bought out by Fifth Third. And all of our contracts and everything pretty much migrated to the new company, even though it's all the same people. In December of this year, we had quite a few attempts at fraudulent checks into our checking account. And because it's probably been 2 years ago, we put in something called positive pay, and that prevents fraudulent checks from being cashed. So it's basically a shield on our account. In a recent discussion with the bank, they also have a product that will do the same thing for auto debits and ACHs. And we wanted to apply that too, because as the bank educated us, that is where the fraudsters are going. They're starting to try to automate the theft, basically. So we want to apply the same type of protections that we have on our checking account or on checks to other methods which people might try to get into our bank accounts. We went ahead to move forward with that, and the bank is saying, well, since we're changing what we converted over, we need to make sure we have the same documents under the Fifth Third as we had under MB, and this is simply a resolution to complete those documents and implement this safety measure so that people can't steal money directly out of our bank accounts.
Thank you, Mr. Hood. Trustee Horn?
No questions.
Trustee Tierney?
Yeah. Is there a cost passed along to the village, or is it the same cost that was applied in the original contract?
It's the cost that was applied in the original contract.
Okay. No other questions.
Thank you. Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
Can you confirm the cost from the original contract?
Yes, I can, but I can't do it right this second. But yeah,
Okay,
yes,
I don't see it in any of the documents.
Yeah,
That's why
I was gonna say
asking.
it's not in the documents. It's in the fee schedule.
Okay, can you make sure that we get the fee schedule?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
And Madam President, this carries 5-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item C, a motion to authorize the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners to begin the hiring process for the next 2 eligible candidates on the Police Eligibility Register for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois Police Department.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Senior. Madam President?
Thank you. Chief Wagner, would you like to tell us about these new hires?
Sure. Good evening, Mayor Thompson and the Board of Trustees.
Good evening.
Yeah, the 2 new hires are to replace Officer Lasciaza, who's been off of our payroll since October, and to replace Sergeant Conforti, who retired on February 3rd. We have an existing list that was put together dated January 4th of 2021 by the Board of Fire and Police Commission. And our goal is to start with the first 2 certified officers, because we don't have an academy date probably till September because of COVID. Everything's been backed up. We had an initial date in March, but because of all the other towns before us who had those academy dates, it pushes forward to September. And it would be difficult to do what we need to do as far as in the police department if we had to wait until September to get somebody in the academy, and then have 10 more weeks, and then everything else. So as long as we have those candidates that are certified, can get through the background and the rest of the testing process, then we would move forward with hiring them. And the state law and the bylaws of the Fire and Police Commission allow the Fire and Police Commission to do that, to move down on the list to the next certified if they need to do that.
That's it?
That's it.
Thank you, Chief. Trustee Horn?
No questions.
Thank you. Trustee Tierney?
No questions.
Thank you. Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
This might be a stretch right now, but how many vacancies are there total, since Conforti is only one role that we should have needed to fill? We're filling two. How many total vacancies do you foresee that the police department currently has? Seems like every other week we're going back and forth with hiring either an officer or firefighter. So I'm just trying to figure out where our redundancy is at.
As far as the police department, we'd like to have 30. Right now we have 27. So
Okay.
Those two will get us to 29, and then hopefully a 30th some point in the summer or late spring.
Okay. So you're short staffed 3 right now.
Correct.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
And Madam President, this carries 5-0. Thank you all. Next is item D, a motion to authorize the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners to proceed with the promotion of Richmond Clayton to the rank of Sergeant for the Police Department of the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois, to fill a vacancy in this position due to the retirement of Sergeant Dan Conforti.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Abraham. Madam President.
Thank you, Chief Wagner. You want to tell us about the promotion of Detective Clayton?
Sure. Like I said before, since Sergeant Conforti retired, we have a sergeant position available. A promotion test was ran by cops and the Board of Fire and Police Commission, and that list came out February 8th of this year. And Richmond Clayton is finished number 1 on that list. He's been with our department since 2013. Has been an outstanding officer, a lot of commendations. Has been with the Detective Bureau, I think, for the last 5 or 6 years, and has done a great job in there. And I think it'll be an easy transition for him to move into that role of sergeant.
Thank you, Trustee Horn.
I have no questions.
Trustee Tierney.
No comment. No questions.
Thank you. Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Senior.
No questions.
Trustee Abraham.
No questions.
Trustee Miller.
Just again, how long has our soon-to-be sergeant been on the force for Broadview?
Since 2013.
Okay. And you said prior to that, prior to this role that you're putting him up for, he was on the Detective Bureau?
Yeah, he was in patrol for a couple years, from 2013 to about 2015, I think it was. And then he went to the Detective Bureau in 2015. He's been there for the last almost 6 years.
Okay. Okay. Just trying to understand the levels to growth within the department. Just getting those years together. Thanks.
Thank you, Trustee Miller. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Horn.
Yes.
Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Tierney.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And Madam President, this carries 5-0. Thank you. Next is item E, a resolution authorizing and approving a second amendment to the intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Broadview and Lindop School District number 92 related to crossing guard services in the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion
Motion to approve.
Second.
Sec,
Okay, I heard trustee Senior make the motion and trustee Horn second it. Madam President?
I don't think that was trustee Senior. That was trustee Abraham.
That was trustee Abraham made the motion.
that was trustee Senior, but go ahead, you can take it.
All right.
Madam President, I got the
Thank you.
motion.
Chief Wagner, would you like to tell us about this with the crossing guard for Lindop?
Sure. We've had an intergovernmental agreement with Lindop since 2018. And in the past, we used to provide crossing guard services for the school, and it was at the village's expense. And in 2018, it became just too much of a financial burden to do that. So we have an intergovernmental agreement to provide a crossing guard to the school, to Lindop, and they reimburse us the cost of their salary, which I think is about maybe $22,000 a year, I think it is. I don't have it right here in front of me, but anyways, so this year the school asked for a second crossing guard. So this IGA amendment essentially just gives authorization for a second crossing guard that they will also reimburse us for at the school. The original one was at 17th Avenue and 14th Street, and this one's going to be at 18th Avenue and 15th Street. And that's all I have for that.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Horn?
No question.
Thank you. Trustee Tierney?
Yeah, Chief Wagner, just to make it clear, we are getting reimbursed for both of these.
Yes, we
crossing-
are. Yes, we
Okay.
are.
No other questions.
Thank you. Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
a crossing guard at the corner of 18th and 15th Street in the residential area, so there won't be a crossing guard at 17th and 15th Street. I'm trying to understand the logic there because of all the stop signs there. What
Well,
would
yeah,
be the
this is
need
what
to
the
have it
school,
there?
yeah, this is what the school requested specifically. I asked them about that intersection at 17th Avenue and 15th Street. And they specifically requested 18th Avenue and 15th Street. So this is really on their request. Is where they wanted
Did they
them.
have any statistical data behind it, or we just going with what they requested?
Just with what they requested. I mean, I know it's a busier street on 17th and 15th. I mean, I understand, the question, but this is what they requested for their needs. And since they're reimbursing us for that, I think it probably falls in their prerogative to choose that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Kearney,
Yes.
Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Trustee Miller,
I'm torn about this one because I don't get the logic, but since it's something that the school is requesting, not that it's their prerogative, I'm hoping it's for the safety, then I'll go with yes on it.
thank you. And Madam President, this carries 5-0.
Thank you.
Next item. Item F. An ordinance amending Title V of Broadview Village Code in connection with fire prevention and protection and public safety for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
So properly motioned by Trustee Senior, seconded by Trustee Tierney. Madam President.
Thank you. Chief Kenny, you want to tell us about this?
Sure. This is an add section 506 to access key boxes. So outside of buildings, we have Knox boxes which contain keys. This just states in our public safety code that each key is labeled so that we can access for two reasons. EMS wise, we could have somebody on the third floor who calls 911 but can't get to the front of the building. So we're able to access the building and then get up to their apartment complex. And then the second part is it's for the fire side of it. We're able to access common spaces such as a laundry room where we see fires on a usual basis. So we had to put those in there just so they would be labeled. And most importantly, every time that somebody moves and things like that, they have to be updated. And now that we have this in there, they have to do that. That is it.
Thank you. Trustee Horn?
No question.
Thank you. Trustee Tierney?
I have no questions.
Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Trustee Miller,
Yes.
and Madam President, this carries 5-0. Thank you all. Next
Thank you.
item, G, a resolution authorizing and approving an agreement between CGI Communications, Inc. and the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois. In motion,
Motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
and properly motion by Trustee Miller, seconded by Trustee Tierney. And Madam President, if I may, there's some interference going on in someone's background. Can you please mute yourself unless you are speaking? Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. I have Andrea Tempo from CGI on the call so that she can explain what it is that they exactly do. This is about creating videos for our business partners. So Andrea, you want to go ahead and tell the trustees what you have for us tonight?
Yes, I will. Good evening, and thank you for inviting me tonight. So again, my name is Andrea Tempio. I'm with CGI Communications. We are partnered with the National League of Cities, which the village is a member of. And as part of that membership, we offer this free program. We are a video production company that partners with municipalities. We create free video content for communities to use for their websites and social media content to help promote businesses, economic development, recreation, drive-in residents, any number of things. What we offered to do for the village was a series of 4 videos highlighting the community for use on your website and social media. Again, this is completely at no cost. How the program is set up is the local businesses have an opportunity to participate. They're able to be featured and marketed through video content as well if they choose to be a part of the program. There is no obligation on their end whatsoever. The videos and everything about the program is at no cost to the village. There is no contingency or thresholds for us to meet for that, but it is the opportunity for us to offset costs is that opportunity for the businesses to participate. The videos are created in the next, I would say, 4 to 6 months. The topics are chosen by the village. We do all of the production work behind them and help come up with the scripts, the content, do all the necessary filming, storyboarding, and so forth. Does anyone have any questions for me about?
So, okay, so Trustee Horn?
Yes, when it comes to the topics, is it your idea, Mayor Thompson, that the topics will first come before the board for approval?
Yeah, the topics are chosen by the village, so you
No.
would let us.
I'm sorry, I was asking. I was asking Mayor Thompson.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Is it your idea, Mayor Thompson, that when the topics are thought of, that they will come before the board for consideration?
What was the question? I could barely hear you.
I said, is it your thought that the topics will come before the board for consideration?
Well, the topics would be whatever the needs are for the Village of Broadview. We will be transparent and let you know what the topics are.
So that's a no, they won't come before the board for consideration?
It's not necessarily that it needs to come before the board when we have a functioning building department that can make that call. So yes, no, that's the day-to-day operations, not a board.
Okay, so it's a no. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Trustee Tierney?
You're on mute.
You mute.
You're on mute, Trustee Tierney.
Okay, these presentations will be put through each department and the department head will be in charge of what goes through, what doesn't go through. Am I hearing that right?
That's correct.
Okay, that's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Senior?
Yeah, she said that it's no cost to the village to do this. It's just that they're asking for participation. Am I understanding that correctly?
I can answer that. Yes, correct. There is no cost to the village whatsoever. There is an option for the business community to participate as part of this initiative, but no requirement on their end. The videos are promised at no cost to the village regardless.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
Do you have the fee schedule that the resident the businesses can choose from for options, or is it just?
Yeah, absolutely. I can share any of that information. We don't have like a set schedule, a set fee for them to pick from. We actually we sit down with them and customize what best fits their overall goals. So we offer to the business community, they can just be represented with their logo that links back to their website. We can create videos to highlight them individually, different lengths and different types of videos. We also offer websites for businesses that may not have them. So there's a lot of different things for them to choose from, and a very broad cost range. So there isn't just something that they'd have to pick to be part of it. And those costs can range anywhere from a few hundred up to the thousands. So that's a very, very broad range. There's a lot of different ways that they can get involved.
Do you have like scopes of work that you've already done and some examples that you can share
Absolutely.
with the village board?
Of course. Some of the other communities that have our videos currently on their site, the community of Bloomington, Normal, the community of Elmwood Park, but I just checked in their websites down, so you can't see them. Flossmoor, Lake in the Hills. We recently partnered with Villa Park, and they're going to be starting their video production in April.
Okay.
That's it, Trustee Miller?
That's it, but for transparency on this, I would rather that we table this until we can have further information on how this would affect the rest of the stakeholders in our community, as well as so that I can see some examples. I don't have an issue with the media and the production of it. I just want to see how it affects the rest of the businesses, and if it's something that's even viable for our business partners to join a board with, and what we can get from it. So truthfully, I'm going to ask for my motion to be withdrawn, and I would like to make a superseding motion to table this until our next board meeting, which is, oh God, now my phone locked.
Gonna be March
1st.
March 1st. So I would like to table this until our March 1st board meeting.
I'll second that.
Okay, it has been properly motioned by Trustee Miller and seconded by Trustee Tierney for a superseding motion to table this until the next board meeting, which is March 1st, 2021. Madam President, would you have roll call?
Yes, please.
Okay, roll call. Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Your yes vote is to table. Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
And Madam President, this carries 5-0 to table until next board meeting, March 1st. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. You can log off now if you choose, or you can stay to the end of the meeting. The choice is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah.
All right, moving to next item H, a resolution authorizing and approving an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Broadview and the County of Cook regarding the grant of transportation funds through the Invest in Cook program for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
I'm going to ask for the board to table this because I don't see Director Ames or Chris on the line to tell us about this this Invest in Cook program.
And the information isn't in the package either, the resolution.
Right.
Motion.
I make a motion to table this to the March 1st board meeting.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly motioned by Trustee Miller and seconded by Trustee Senior to table this item until the next board meeting, March 1st. Madam President, will you have a roll call?
Yes, please.
Roll call. Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
trustee Senior,
Yes.
trustee Abraham,
Yes.
trustee Miller,
Yes.
and this carries 5-0 to table until the next board meeting. Thank you. All right, next is item 8, application for the authority to expend funds. We have none. Item 9, village clerk. Madam President, I don't have a report today, so we'll move right to item 10, which is the village president, Mayor Katrina Thompson's report.
Thank you. I just want to say again, happy Black History Month, but I do have a couple of highlights that I want to talk about tonight. So the first is COVID-19. As of today's date, the village of Broadview has 833 confirmed cases of COVID-19. And as of last week, 12 new cases reported. Since December 2020, we have tested 229 residents for COVID-19. And I would like to thank Star Lab for the participation and the commitment to the residents of Broadview. As of this week, we had 50 residents that came through my office that has taken the COVID-19 vaccination, with the next 50 scheduled to get vaccinated next week. My priority at this time is to make sure that the residents and the employees of Broadview, the village of Broadview, are informed, educated, and have access to the information that may impact their health as it relates to COVID-19. This has been a very challenging year. We're going up on a year anniversary being in a pandemic, and for all of us, and it's not the time to play politics with people's lives. This is the time to work together for the common good for all residents. Since the summer, we have provided over 1,500 boxes of food to those in need. Our food program has started back on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Village Municipal Lot. This will go until the end of April. And thank you, Black Men United, for the commitment to feed the community and having boots on the ground in the Chicagoland area. Now I would like to address the snow removal program. We have about 150 seniors on our snow removal list. This service is provided for free for our seniors who are 60 years and over, live home alone, and or have some form of medical condition to those that are disabled. There are 2 tiers. The first tier are seniors who live alone and have a medical condition or have a disability. The second tier are seniors that meet the age requirement. It is recommended that the seniors make provisions to have their snow to be removed if Public Works Department cannot service them in a timely manner. This is a free service, and the priorities for the village is to make sure that the streets and alleys are plowed in a timely manner and efficiently to make sure that public safety is not jeopardized. That means that we need to make sure that our streets have safe pathways to make sure that our fire personnel can get through just in case of emergency. We also do have limited crew, where a team is manning the vehicles and the team that we outsource to do the snow removal program. But we will service the seniors as quickly and as possible as we can. And we ask for your patience during heavy snow events like the most recent one yesterday. We have partnered with AW Snow Removal. They are registered with the Village of Broadview. They are licensed, bonded, and insured. And it is my job to make sure that our residents are protected in case of an accident on private property from a recommended source. This was the only vendor that provided the information that we required to make sure that they registered with the Village of Broadview. They was insured, licensed, and bonded. Sidewalks are the responsibility of the homeowners. We do have a trackless machine that we like to use for the entire town, but the last snowfall that we had, it was heavy and wet and caused the machine not to function properly and was taken out of service. We really need 2 of them. And this equipment is about $150,000. The priority for the equipment is for the Roosevelt Road to provide relief to those that take public transportation so that they have safe passageway on our sidewalks so that it prevents them from having trip hazard or slipping and falling and causing a liability for the village. Also, most recently, it was a video or interview with a current sitting trustee that stated she was unaware of the snow ban. Currently, there's an ordinance number CO-2018-20 number 7-4-2-1 snow removal that clearly states 2 inches or more is a snow ban. On August 20th, 2018, Trustee Horn voted yes to amend the ordinance, as well as she was the chairperson for the street sidewalks and alleys. Please review the video regarding this conversation at a regular board meeting dated August 20, 2018. During that same conversation, she sat on a panel with former employees, and as on March 4th, 2019, the Board of Trustees passed a resolution number R-2019-12, adopting and approving an employee manual. The previous administration did not adopt an employee manual, and this manual holds all employees accountable to the integrity of the Village of Broadview. Transparency is key. That's why we record our board meetings, our finance meetings, and our special board meetings so they can keep us accountable and transparent in the conversation. As well, I would like to address the Al Ronan lobbyists. We addressed those concerns, and he did come to a village board meeting to address Trustee Horn concerns at that time. So at this time, I would like to say good night, and I will call for a motion to adjourn. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Probably motion by trustee Senior, seconded by trustee Miller. Madam President, I'll have a roll call now.
Thank you.
Trustee Horn.
Yes.
Thank you. Trustee Jones is absent. Trustee Tierney.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
Thank you all, Madam President. We are hereby adjourned at 8:16 p.m. Thank you all.